Anthropic has just launched Claude for small business. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to install it and then use it. But first, what is Claude for small business? It's basically a package of connectors and ready to run workflows that put Claude in the tools that small businesses use on a daily basis. It's basically here to help these small businesses take the first couple of steps into this AI era. Okay, so let's get it installed. Firstly, you want to open up Cowork. So if you haven't actually installed that already, all you need to do is head over to claude.com/download. You can see here on the screen, and then just click download for Mac OS. Once you've actually got that downloaded, just follow the simple steps like getting that app up and running on your Mac. I've actually got a full video on setting up Claude Cowork for your specific computer and for you as an individual and your business as well in a separate video. I'll leave the link to that in the description below. Right, back to this one. So now that you've hopefully downloaded Cowork onto your computer, you want to head over to Customize. Now that you're in Customize, you can see down at the bottom here, you've got Browse Plugins. So you want to click onto that. And then you'll have all of these different plugins that you're able then to actually download and plug into your co-working system. These cover everything from productivity through to marketing, through to design, data, engineering, finance, all sorts of different things. But the one we're looking for is small business. If it's not popping up here on your screen, all you have to do is type into the search bar small business and it'll then pop up. So you can already see I've already got it installed, but for the sake of this video, let's uninstall it and start from the beginning. So within this section, this is what the page is going to be looking like. It'll actually show you all the different skills that it's got pre-built within it. So you can see things like Business Pulse, which is basically like checking in and just showcasing you what's happening within your business at the moment. You've got Call List, you've got Canva Creator, all of these different things and all these different skills that are going to help you build your business and hopefully take away some of the really laborious tasks that you're doing on a daily basis. As well, it's got all of these pre-built connectors inbuilt already. So here, for instance, it connects up to QuickBooks. You can see it's PayPal, HubSpot, Canva, DocuSign, Slack, Stripe, Square, Microsoft 365, Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Drive. Basically anything that a small business is going to be relying on a daily basis, they're already connected up to it. So it's a really simple install, and then you can start getting to work. So as I said, all you have to do is click install, let it load, boom, just like that. You've already got it embedded and already got it uploaded into your system. And then what you want to do is click on Manage. Now, once you're in Manage, you've got to delete some of these little things to get out of the way. Here's again, all of the skills going into a lot of detail on what exactly they are and how to utilize them. So for instance, you've got /Business Pulse. So this produces a one-page cross-functional business snapshot of the small business owners, cash position, sales trends, all those sorts of things, and it connects up via all the different tools to extract all that information and data and then showcase that in a nice little format. But the thing that you want to really actually start having a look at is clicking on Customize. So once you click Customize, what this is going to do, I've already done it previously as well, so if I just go out of here, but you click onto Customize, that'll then bring up this page here. So it'll ask it to customize the small business plugin for me based on my company. Now, if you've watched my previous video on how to actually set up Claude Cowork, you'll have a lot of the information already pre-built into .md files and all sorts of different things. You'll understand who you are, what you do, who your customers are, and everything else. And then what that's going to do is actually have a look at that and now actually incorporate all of that within this customized small business plugin, basically. So it's going to have a look at things like, for instance, my ICP. Rather than working off the normal default, it's going to go towards who I've actually put in as my core customer, all the different onboarding priorities, the different business pulse thresholds as well. So where it's going to be extracting this information from, what I actually call a qualified lead, all of these different things it's going to be embedding into it. And then it now actually starts preloading business contacts with all the information that I've already put into Cowork as well. And then all I have to do is save that plugin. So once I've got this saved, now we can move on to actually doing the first task for us. So all you have to do is go into click on New Task. Now you can talk to Cowork or the small business plugin in a few different ways. You can ask it in natural language. So you can say, can you create me a daily sales brief review for today? Simple as that. Boop. Click enter. What it'll do, it'll understand what sort of tools and connectors it needs to have a look at. It'll then extract that information and then automatically then showcase that in a really nice simple format. Again, I've already done this previously, by just doing the /daily briefing. And as you can see here, it's giving me a really nice, simple forecast of what I need to do today, who I need to follow up with, how urgent things are as well. And it's just a really simple way for me to just know what is actually going on within my day. It's connected up to my calendar, it's connected up to our CRM system. And for me as well, we don't actually use HubSpot, which it comes preloaded with. So all I did was adjust it from HubSpot and then move it over to Attio as well. When actually doing this and when asking to customize it, it automatically did that for me as well. So don't worry too much. If it has the relevant connector or plugin there, it should automatically do it as long as you've actually given it that context beforehand. And once you've actually got it installed, you can ask it to do quite a variety of different things. You can ask, what does the cash position look like over the next 60 days? Have I got any outstanding invoices? You can even ask it to follow up and chase those invoices for you if you're connecting it up to your Gmail. It won't actually send them automatically unless you give it permission, but what it'll do, will draft up all of those emails according to whoever needs chasing. You can then go in and click send, and then it's all good from there. For the sales and marketing side of things, you can connect it up to Canva, ask it to create a load of sales documents, ask it to create a load of marketing content for you. Again, it's not going to send or publish this out automatically. You are the person in charge here. You are going to be able to make sure that it is correct and is actually according to your brand guidelines and things like that. But again, in one of the previous videos that I've done, it kind of talks you through how to actually create those brand guidelines and put all of the relevant information and give it the relevant context for you and your business. Link is going to be below. A couple of things you probably want to note as well is that prior to doing any of the work, it's going to be asking for your approval. So it's not going to come in and just run your business autonomously. It is not there yet. I think what the exciting thing is for me is that this is the bar that has been set now by Claude or by Anthropic, and it's only going to get better and better and better. You are seeing a lot of these different companies saying, oh, we've bought an AI agent that can actually run your entire business. I personally don't think that we're quite there yet. They don't seem to be that good at actually doing all of the things correctly. It seems to be a lot of AI slop that is produced, but I think there still needs to be a lot of human interaction and execution with this. Secondly, all of the existing permissions still stand as well. So Claude will be looking at your account and each tool and can read what data you actually have access to and what data you don't have access to. Now that's really important from a team standpoint. For instance, if you're linking it up to QuickBooks or your any other accounting software, you might not want every single member of the team to be able to have access and have visibility over what is happening in the accounts. So it'll have a look at all the permissions that you previously have within QuickBooks and then automatically embed them into Cowork as well. So nothing's going to be changing there. They will not have further access just because they can hack through asking Claude to find all of this information for you. And all of the big decisions are still, as I said, going to remain with you. One of the biggest things, again, that a lot of, I think, business owners are worried about is what is happening with this data. Now, Anthropic actually states here that Anthropic doesn't train Claude on business data, and the permissions you've already set in your tools still apply. So that, I think, is really, really important to hopefully get more and more people starting to utilize this. But it's quite an interesting thing to see that these larger organizations like Anthropic, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing OpenAI coming out with something or a slightly different plugin for ChatGPT as well, which is going to be more along the lines for smaller businesses because there's so much of a market to go after. It isn't going to come in and automatically start doing everything for you. I think try to take small baby steps when you're starting to implement this into it. Have a look at some of the simple bottlenecks that you've got, any of the really boring, laborious tasks that you need to do on a daily basis as well, any admin that you just don't like doing. See if you can then get Claude to do it. Ask it to be a part of it, see the outcomes that it's actually producing, and see how you can then actually start utilizing it a little bit more, but it's small incremental baby steps before you really start pushing absolutely everything through it. So yeah, if you've got further questions on how to actually get Claude for Small Business set up, then feel free to drop a comment below, or you can sign up to our community in the link in the description as well. And please do subscribe. I'm going to be dropping a few more videos on Claude over the coming weeks, so be sure to subscribe and hopefully you like the video. See you next time.